You going home? She talks about how much she does that.
Senate will please come to order. Are there any announcements? Seeing none, we'll continue the order today. Senator from Chittenden Central.
Thank you, Mr. President. I believe we have two bills that we can act on. Actually, one report from a committee of conference, one bill. So with that said, I would move that our rules be suspended in order to bring up S58 and act relating to public safety committee of conference.
Now, the Senator from Chittenden Central has moved that the Senate suspend its rules in order to take up for immediate consideration pending entry on the notice calendar S58, an act relating to public safety, and it is a conference committee report. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed indicate by saying nay.
Nay.
The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and you have suspended your rules in order to take up for immediate consideration S58 and act relating to public safety committee of conference bill. The question is, shall the Senate accept and adopt the committee of conference? Are you ready for the question? Would the senator from Bennington care to comment on the conference report?
Yes, I would. Am I not? Am I here?
You are there, and we are here, and we can hear you here while you're there.
Okay, thank you. Mr. President, with F58, which is, in my opinion, a public safety bill, for very wise choices. We have reached a conference committee agreement with the NOI. And I want to say at the outset that the help of the administration, as well as the House and Senate working together, I think we've accomplished something very good that will help deal with many of the justice problems Vermont and other states are now facing. I did get a text from somebody who said, I wish New Jersey had this type of law. At least it would have been able to hold my niece's drug dealer accountable. So, Mr. President, with that, I'd like to go through briefly the changes. There are actually not many changes to the Senate passed version of the bill, but I'll try to highlight what's in the bill. As you remember, we dealt with the juvenile offenses in the bill, and we raised one of the big 12, which was breaking and entering into an occupied dwelling. And we added to the big 12, those who are 16 and over can be charged in adult court for using a firearm while committing a felony in violation of 14 VSA 4005, trafficking a regulated drug or attempt, and aggravated stalking. So with those 4 changes, we now have what may be commonly referred to as the Big 14. Mr. President, additionally, we worked on a transfer to family division and youth offender side. One of the biggest changes is raise the age. And I know it's controversial, but what happened, and we saw the results when we raised the age to 18. Mr. President, we lowered crime amongst that age group. We actually had better results by using Family Court Services. This bill on April 1st, 2025 to raise the age to 19, which if we were to defeat this bill, we raise the age to 19 would occur on July 1 of this year. And all of the provisions that were in the Senate passed version of raise the age remain, including the progress reports and the statement that not meeting the goals does not mean that it doesn't go into effect. Further, Mr. President, in this bill is a failure, just say that. Then we come to three different issues regarding drugs and the knowingly standing. And this was probably the most contentious part of the conference committee, because the Senate had one standard for knowingly that we had tried to improve. The House used some language from a second court, federal court decision on the knowingly standard. And two members of the conference committee went out and worked out an elegant solution. The first is on the fentanyl, and the knowingly standard is a combination of both the House and Senate version. And the key issue is, was the person aware that there's a high probability that one or more preparations, compounds, mixtures, or substances containing the regulated drug identified in the applicable section of this chapter, and took deliberate action to avoid learning that one or more preparations, compounds, mixtures, substances containing the regulated drug identified in the applicable section of the chapter. The same knowledge standard now will be contained in both the fentanyl and the xylazine section. Mr. President, the third piece of this is kind of a catch-all. If you had told me 2 years ago, Mr. President, that xylazine would exist in 50% or more of the glassine bags tested by the Department of Public Safety, I would have not even known what xylazine was, first. But second, I would find it highly unlikely that a horse tranquilizer or a large animal tranquilizer would be mixed in with drugs. And yet, a year ago this March, Mr. President, on one weekend in Bennington, 11 overdoses occurred where cocaine was mixed with xylazine. So we on the Senate side insisted that the House add to that kind of catch-all. I don't know what the next drug they're going to add is. I have no idea. And no one can predict, but we know that the trade is heavy, and they're always looking for lower-priced drugs. As a matter of fact, they no longer sell as much heroin as they used to. They're selling pure fentanyl. So this other provision provides a kind of a catch-all if some other drug comes up in the near future. And the knowingly standard is throughout all three. Finally, not finally, but the other factor here, Mr. President, is the Vermont Sentencing Commission permissive inference. In our bill, we have a permissive inference that the cause of death in an overdose situation there was a permissive inference that cause of death was related to the drug. There was some concern about that, and so we agreed with the House to make it into a sentencing commission to report back to us on whether or not we should have that permissive inference. Finally, the other issue the House and we struggled with is they wanted to take out the idea that during unlawful drug activity in the dwelling, a flash citation. If you remember, this was to deal with Decker Towers and those types of places where drug dealers moved into houses or apartment buildings or whatever. And forced the leaseholder or renter to accept all kinds of different requirements and won't leave. Yet they're not on the lease, and so it's hard to kick them out. So this was the flash citing for that. And what we also wanted was language that would make clear that the court could prohibit the person from coming within a fixed distance of that dwelling. The House and Senate were different in one respect, and that was the state's attorney shall request conditions of release. And they insisted that it be a may, and we did give them that. The working, and they also had a working group on transfers to, well, they accepted our section on advertising the immunity protections provided to those that call in when there's a drug overdose, that they would not get charged. And there's we discussed it many times in our deliberations on the Big 12 over the years, and that's how difficult it is to transfer a case from juvenile court to the adult court if the state's attorney doesn't first charge as an adult. And so we created a working group, this was from the House, a working group on transfer of juvenile proceedings from the family division to the criminal division. And if we can fix that problem, that would be great. And finally, Mr. President, I think that concludes my report. I'd be happy to answer any questions. Again, my deep respect for all three groups that worked on this, the administration, your Senate Judiciary Committee, this Senate, and this Senate House. This year, we heard complaints when we came back in January from our constituents about all kinds of activity. Retail theft, we dealt with that earlier this evening. Bail and conditions of release and constant violations of conditions. And through S-195, introduced by Senator from Madison and Senator from Raleigh, I believe we solved some of that problem. There's something missed.
Well, the door was open, there was a little noise in the hall, but other than that,
Oh, okay, I thought, yeah. I know there's protesters there tomorrow. And finally, Mr. President, we did pass, once this bill is passed, and I have no reason to believe that the governor wouldn't sign it, we will have accomplished a great deal in terms of public safety. But I will tell you that each of those bills contain elements that somebody likes and somebody dislikes. And that's part of the process. I don't think it's a tough on crime session. I think it's a smart on crime session. So I know some will disagree with me, but, and that's fine, but I believe that's what we've accomplished this year in terms of public safety. And I'm really happy with the work. And so when this vote is taken, it has to be done by roll call.
Senator from Bennington has asked that when the vote is taken, it be taken by roll. The question is, shall the Senate accept and adopt the report of the Committee of Conference on S-58? Are you ready for the question? Are you ready for the question? If so, the Secretary shall commence to call the roll.
Senator Baruch.
Yes.
Senator Bray.
Yes.
Senator Brock.
Yes.
Senator Campion.
Yes.
Senator Chittenden.
Yes.
Senator Clarkson.
Yes.
Senator Collmore.
Yes.
Senator Cummings.
Yes.
Senator Bewley.
No.
Senator Hardy.
Yes.
Senator Harrison. Senator Hashim.
Yes.
Senator Ingalls.
No.
Senator Kitchell. Senator Lyons.
Yes.
Senator McDonald.
Yes.
Senator McCormick.
Yes.
Senator Norris.
Yes.
Senator Pershing.
Yes.
Senator Ron Hinsdale.
Yes.
Senator Sears. Yes. Senator Starr.
Yes.
Senator Buhowski.
No.
Senator Watson,
Yes.
Senator Weeks,
Yes.
Senator Westman,
Yes.
Senator White,
Yes.
Senator Williams,
Yes.
Senator Renner,
Yes.
Any other bells ring? Okay.
Senator Harrison, Senator Kitchell,
Please listen to the results of your vote. Those voting yea, 24, those voting nay, 3. And you have accepted and adopted the report of the Committee of Conference on S58, an act relating to public safety, Senator from Chittenden Central.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this time, I would move that our rules be suspended in order to bring up for immediate action pending entry on the notice calendar, H 878, an act relating to miscellaneous judiciary procedure.
Now, the Senator from Chittenden Central has moved that the Senate suspend its rules in order to take up for immediate consideration H 878, an act relating to miscellaneous judiciary procedures pending entry on the notice calendar. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed indicate by saying nay. The ayes have it, and you have suspended your rules in order to take up for immediate consideration H 878. H 878, the question is, shall Senate concur with the House proposal of amendment to the Senate proposal of amendment? Are you ready for the question? Senator from Bennington, would you care?
I'm ready. Mr. President, you know my relationship with certain House members over the years. So it pains me to say that the House Chair of House Judiciary was right. And we passed this earlier today. There were amendments that the Senator from Chittenden, Chair of Health and Welfare, the Senator from Essex, or Leeds, the Chair of Institutions, and I had many conversations about it. And we thought we needed to keep it in. Once we had passed the bill, I heard from the Chair of House Judiciary that he thought we had something in conflict with what was in the capital welfare proceedings, the Chair of Health and Welfare and the Chair of Institutions. So, we all met, and we would urge that we concur with their proposal amendment, striking the section regarding the principles.
So the question is, shall the Senate concur with the House proposal of amendment to the Senate proposal of amendment? Are you prepared? Are you ready? If so, wow. The question is, shall the Senate concur with the House proposal of amendment to the Senate proposal of amendment on H 878? If so, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed indicate by saying nay. The ayes have it, and you have concurred with the House proposal of amendment to the Senate proposal of amendment on H 878. Senator from Chittenden Central.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have no more bills to work on. We are waiting still for the House to complete returning to us the things that need to be done. So with that said, I would ask for a half an hour recess and move that the Senate stand in recess until 10 after 10.
Is that pending announcements?
Yes.
Are there any announcements? Seeing none, the Senator from Chittenden Central has moved that the Senate stand in recess until 10 after 10 p.m. Would the Senator from Chittenden Central want to message any actions, or do you want to just sort of move along for the moment and do that later?
I would prefer to message the actions that we have just taken to the extent that they are messageable. And that would be on S58, an act relating to public safety, Committee of Conference, and H878, an act relating to miscellaneous judiciary procedures via a suspension of the rules. Mr. President.
So I believe the senator from Chittenden Central withdrew his prior motion and decided to offer a different motion, which was to message your action, to suspend your rules in order to message your actions taken on S58, an act relating to public safety, and H878, an act relating to miscellaneous judiciary procedures to the House forthwith. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed indicate by saying nay. The ayes have it, and you suspend your rules in order to message your actions taken on S58 and H878. Senator from Chittenden Central, do you have the prior motion?
I do. I would move that the Senate stand in recess until 10:10 PM.
Now, the senator from Chittenden Central has moved that the Senate stand in recess until 10:10 PM. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed indicate by saying nay. The ayes have it, and the Senate will stand in recess until 10:10 PM.